So far, what we've had is Band-Aid fixes.
The mayor of Flint, Michigan, made a desperate plea last December: federal help to deal with the city's toxic water crisis.
I, Karen W. Weaver, mayor of the city of Flint, declare a state of emergency in the city of Flint.
For Congress, lending a hand has turned into hand-wringing. A bipartisan bill making its way through the Senate has stalled amid objections from some conservatives about government overreach. Still, supporters are optimistic that Congress will help Flint and say the time to act is now.
Well, the residents of Flint are hurting, and hurting in a significant way.
This is as much a national crisis as a hurricane or tornado or a flood or anything else.
In February, Republicans offered their own plan, but Democrats shot it down, disagreeing with how it was structured. Democrats are now holding up a separate energy bill unless a more sweeping proposal to help Flint and other communities passes at the same time.
This is about trying to embarrass Republicans and to try to make us look bad and act and portray us as having no compassion for the poor people of Flint, which is exactly the opposite of true.
13 senators from both parties are now pushing a bill that would provide $250 million to Flint and other communities to fix water systems that are falling apart. But there's a problem. Senator Mike Lee, a Tea Party favorite, is holding up the bill because he disagrees with how it would be funded. Lee and some conservatives don't believe federal aid is needed because Michigan has a rainy day fund. In a statement, Lee said, quote, "What's really happening here is that Washington politicians are using the crisis in Flint as an excuse to funnel taxpayer money to their home states and trying to sneak it through the Senate without proper debate and amendment."
There's a systemic failure of government at pretty much every level. And what you always see in Washington is the response is, how do we spend more money to solve the problem? That ignores that the state of Michigan actually has the resources to solve the problem.
Yet other conservatives who support the plan believe Lee will ultimately relent.
That's been highly publicized, so I think it's inures to his political advantage as well as to just doing the right thing to do that. And so I think that'll happen. That's the kind of guy he is.
Justice for Flint! Arrest Rick Snyder!
For now, though, patience is wearing thin and the political pressure to act is mounting.